So this is going to be a hard video to make. It's going to be a very hard video to make because I'm realizing again, just like I always do, just like we always do, everything in this world, as we go about our daily lives and we do everything that we, need to do, it's all just a gigantic up and down. Everything is just a big up and down. And, hopefully we like to believe, and I'd like to believe, everybody would, and I think it's the truth, that we do eventually, it's an up and down, but we're going up, right? It's the roller coaster is getting higher. The highs are getting higher and the lows are getting higher too. And I definitely think that's true because it's natural, because our life, the existence of us from birth to death is also a form of up and down. So for at least the majority of our life, we were probably on an upward incline, and then, it's a bigger wave, right? Our day has a wave, our week has a wave, our month has a wave, and our life has a wave as well. But this is going to be a difficult video for me to make because I have to admit to myself that I have been doing, in some ways, the wrong thing. And what I mean by that is that I have been ignoring things in the back of my mind in order to prevent myself from feeling the emotions associated with these situations that are going on in my life, with these thoughts that I've been having. I have some family illness that's pretty serious and pretty harmful to not only the family member that it's happening to, but also all of my surrounding family members. There's been some death going on. On top of that, I'm a parent. I work a full-time job. I haven't been getting enough sleep at night. I've been face buried in my phone trying to respond to YouTube comments and and in the last couple of videos, I've been so concerned about the performance. I've become attached to the outcome again, yada, 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 and it's so funny that I'm more attached to the outcome of YouTube now that I have an audience, that all of you guys are here, than I was when, I didn't have anybody. I had 5 people watching a video, and it's what I believe is that the way that I'm feeling, right? This is the way that I'm going about this. The way that I feel as a person and the point that I'm at in my life, if I put videos out regarding that, you guys, it's going to reach you and it's going to help you. Because if I know how to help myself, I can help other people help themselves. And maybe you don't really need help, but you need a reminder that you can help yourself, if that makes sense. Maybe you don't really need somebody to come in and save you or turn everything in your life around for you, because they can't. Nobody can. It's only you that can turn your life around. But you need somebody sometimes. I need somebody too sometimes that comes in and relates with me and tells me, hey, it's okay to feel this way. It's okay to be in a down part of your life. You can come out of it. You have the power to do that. It's very important sometimes to hear somebody say that. And I think that if I just make my videos, instead of trying to plan out what I'm going to say in the way that oh, today I want to talk about enlightenment. Today I want to talk about the chakras. Today I want to talk about this. Today I want to talk about that. Instead of planning my content out like that, why don't I just try to relate to you guys with the way that I'm feeling? Because the chances are that if I'm feeling this way, a lot of you probably are as well. So I've been really struggling in the past week, and I know that, the bottom line is that the reason I've been struggling so much is because I have not been paying attention to, I have been intentionally diverting my attention away from negative thoughts and from negative emotions and things that have been going on in my head. I've been ignoring them because I don't want to feel those things, because I want to believe that everything is getting better continuously, and anything that is negative in my life is a detriment to that belief. And one thing that a lot of you probably relate to, and that I've noticed, is when this happens to me, when I start to need or to feel like I need to block things out, when I start to feel like I need to stop paying attention to the thoughts, to the chatter in my head, sometimes instead of doing what I really should be doing and meditating or doing yoga or journaling, instead I will just listen to music or scroll through Instagram or watch TV or play video games. And the biggest thing is that when I go to sleep at night, I lose sleep because I feel the need to play TV, like to play a YouTube video or play a series, and have it going in the background while I, try to go to sleep. And why is that? Well, it's because when you go to sleep at night, that's when all of the thoughts that you've repressed throughout the day, that's when all of those thoughts come out. That's why, like, some of you probably have a lot of trouble sleeping at night in general. Like, you go to sleep and you wonder, like, you turn off the lights and you get all comfortable and like ready to go to bed. And you're like, okay, I'm going to go to sleep now and it's going to be great. And then all of a sudden you start thinking about all of these things that are, causing you anxiety, causing you to be upset. You're thinking about your past, blah, blah, blah. And that's because throughout your day, you are repressing those thoughts. And those thoughts need to be processed. You have to let them out. And you let them out by processing them, but just by hearing them, by acknowledging them, by experiencing them. But when we constantly cloud our environment and the surrounding that we're in, when we constantly cloud that with music, with entertainment, with mindless Instagram scrolling and watching TV. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't do those things, but when you do it constantly, particularly like music is a surprisingly bad one. Listening to music all the time is so detrimental to your psychological health. It's so detrimental to your ability to process the things that are going on in your head. So when we're constantly doing that, when we're listening to music and blocking these things out all the time, they wait until nighttime to come out. They wait until nighttime to start manifesting in our mind and coming to the forefront of our conscious mind. So the problem with that is that for me personally, then I start to play TV and play whatever while I'm trying to go to sleep. Then I lose sleep over it. There's one thing, and because I can hear the TV and it's keeping my brain stimulated. And then the other thing is that I'm not processing these emotions and these feelings that I'm having. I am exhausted right now. If I'm being 100% with you guys, this is my second Celsius of the day. And I try not to consume that much caffeine because I know that it's not great. It's 2 Celsiuses is like the limit of caffeine that you're supposed to have for the day. So it's not that bad, but I do not normally consume that much caffeine. If I have caffeine, I usually drink like one Celsius in the morning or a cup of coffee in the morning, because most of the time I work sometimes at 4 in the morning. I get up at 4 in the morning. So it's like difficult for me to, exist without caffeine. So I know that might be a surprise to some people because I'm kind of this, I speak on spiritual matters. And so you would assume that I am this person who does not consume caffeine or anything that needs to stimulate me in any way, but that's not true. I do consume caffeine. But the uptick in caffeine consumption and just to relate to you guys, it's probably these problems will manifest themselves in you in certain ways, like with the TV at night, with drinking more caffeine because you're not getting enough sleep, or if you're getting sleep it's not restful, or smoking more weed, or drinking more than you usually do, or being on your phone more than you usually are. If you notice that these things are happening with you, this is your sign to stop. We have to stop. We have to make a decision as a collective that we are no longer going to suppress our inner emotions and thoughts in the form of mindless entertainment, in the form of chemical supplementation, or whatever you want to call it. Because the highest form of ourselves, the biggest, best version of ourselves that is possible to exist out there, is waiting behind the wall of these unprocessed thoughts. The highest vibrational form of yourself is waiting for you behind behind your ability to be honest with yourself about the way that you feel and the way that you think. When we talk about self-discovery, when we talk about finding out who we really are, it's just a matter of being honest with yourself. Discovery of the self is literally just learning how to be honest with how you feel and how you think. Like, what are we ashamed of? What things are we ashamed of? What do we hide from people? What kind of person, or what person in my life do I like? For me, I personally have, and this is probably the way that you guys feel too, I have people in my life that I am mostly myself around, and that I don't need to think very much in order to be around them. And on the other hand, I have people in my life who I don't feel like I can be myself around them at all. So another thing that we should do is, when we are around these people that make us feel like we can't be ourselves, what about that person makes you feel ashamed of yourself? So what about that person? Like, is it their political beliefs? Is it their religious beliefs? Is it their demeanor? Is it their music taste? Is it their hobbies? Is it their aesthetic, the way that they look? Is it their age? And in a very interesting way, what we need to understand is that if we are hiding a part of ourselves because of an assumption that we've made about that person based off of those things that we've just listed, don't take this too seriously, but in a certain way, we are kind of discriminating against that person because we are refusing to bless them, and for lack of a better term, with who we really are, because we are making judgment about who they really are. When it all comes crashing down, which is what it feels like is happening with me right now in a certain way. You know, the YouTube channel is doing great. It's not even that. There's other things, right? My psyche, my vibration. When it all comes crashing down, all we can do is we have to sit. We have to sit with our thoughts, and we have to be honest with ourselves. I have this journal that I try to write in every day, and I haven't been doing that. You know, and the fact that I stopped doing that is a sign that it's getting bad again. I'm lowering my vibration again. I'm lowering the place that I'm at again. And I don't have to be ashamed of that. You see, because there's nothing wrong with being in a lower place, because it's the natural, you live in a rhythm. You live in a wave. There's nothing wrong with going up and then coming back down, going up and then coming back down. And we'd like to believe that the goal is to everlastingly go up. Even if there are dips, we want to increase. We want it to look like a stock chart. But we have to accept the fact that sometimes that up won't be as high as last time, too, I think. I think that we have to be a little more honest with ourselves and not get caught up in the mania of self-improvement, of environmental improvement. We got to take a step back and just allow ourselves to, breathe. I also had a collaboration that, I was hoping was going to pan out for me, and it didn't. Not yet, anyway. I think it would be great if it did, but at the moment, I'm not sure. And it's a busy life we live. It's a very busy life we live. So we really need to, the best that we can, try to remain present and try to understand that when you are trying to entertain yourself all the time, know this, that when you are trying to entertain yourself all the time and when you are constantly distracting your own mind, it is because there is something, even if you don't realize it, it is because there is something that you are avoiding thinking about and you are avoiding processing. I'm not saying that every single time you seek any kind of entertainment, like if you want to play a video game or if you want to watch a TV show, like that's one thing. But you have to really pay close attention to, why am I watching this TV show? Am I doing it because I have something that I should be thinking about that I'm avoiding? And if you are, from the bottom of my heart to you and also speaking to myself, stop doing that. Stop suppressing your inner thoughts. Stop ignoring how you feel. Stop ignoring what you think. Stop ignoring who you are. And I know that whoever's watching this video needs to hear that. So, thank you guys very much for being here. Much love to all of you. I'm grateful for you. Sorry that the tone of the video is a little bit different, but I just really I just want to be authentic with you guys. I don't want to, I know that it's YouTube and whatever and people are entertainers. I don't want to come up here and put on a big facade. And I caught myself starting to, but see, I really can't even do that, because when I start to do it, then I just get burnt out. Right? Like in the past 2 videos that I've uploaded, honestly, I was just burnt. You probably noticed they were shorter. I had less to say. I was less energetic. And it's because I was, in a certain way, trying to play the game. And I don't want to do that with you guys. I want to build a genuine connection with the people that watch this channel. I want you guys to be able to feel me. And you can't feel anything if I'm not giving you what I'm really feeling. Right? So, and that is the importance of this channel. It's not for me to sit here and entertain you, and I need to remember that. I am not an entertainer. I'm in a certain way I am, but it's not that I'm here to entertain you. It's here that I'm actually here to attempt to help people and help myself by fostering this community, by creating an environment where people are able to connect with each other and be authentic, and people who need guidance, maybe in the ways that I know how to navigate life, I can help other people navigate life. And also, you guys have helped me in certain ways with this Discord and the people that I'm connecting with. I am being helped because I'm understanding things in perspectives that I would have never gotten to see before. So this is very, honestly, I feel like this is very important. So at that, I am going to end the video just because I don't want to keep going on a rant. But thank you guys. Thank you guys so much if you're here. Much love to all of you. There's a Discord link in the description of this video. If you want to speak with me, I'm there sometimes. It's difficult for me to be there all the time. Like I said, I'm a father. I work full time for the time being. Hopefully, YouTube, this works out well enough that I can do this full time in the future. And really, then we can, great things, more than just videos. Charity live streams, donate fundraisers. I have crazy dreams, retreats, gatherings, whatever. Thank you guys, and I will see you in the next video.